Good morning, YouTube. My name's Emery. I'm a farmer here on this Dryland Dudes YouTube channel. We're called the Dryland Dudes because we don't have any irrigated land. It's all dry land. See, that's the dry land part. And then Dudes, stinking cranes. And Dudes because our last name is Dudensing. And people have called us Dude or Dudes for a long time. You know, it goes, Dryland Dudes. So today, I'm gonna sow some wheat. I probably won't get finished, but I'm gonna get close as I can and probably finish tomorrow after church. It feels good to be done with cotton harvest. Still got some work to do. I gotta clean stuff off. I gotta do some stuff, get stuff in the barn, unhooked, all that. But that's not harvest. That's after harvest, you know, so it doesn't count. But so I celebrated last night by eating dinner with my family, which I hadn't done in a while, and falling asleep on the couch while I was watching TV. Didn't intend to do that, but you know, it's a crazy night for me. So today, I'm gonna sow wheat. Emily's gonna bring Denton after a while. He's gonna come with me and learn some more. He's done some of this, but he needs to do more, just muscle memory time together so he can practice running the controls, turning around, all the things. So I got about 70 acres left here at this farm. And then I got my cart here. So if Denton gets here, he's done a great job helping us move from field to field. May let him try to drive my truck to the next field. It's got the trailer on it, so maybe not. Maybe I'll unhook the trailer and have him take the truck. Anyways, we're gonna get moved to the next farm, and then I'll need to fill up. Then I'm gonna sow and maybe fill up one more time, and that'll get me done with what I'm gonna sow for now. So this is the turn row. This is super hard. The drill won't go on the ground either. This is what the farm we just harvested looks like, but because of the ground just does that over there. And also, man, I've never seen so many animals footprints. The pigs must have just it's like they just ran in circles around that place. It was crazy. Oh, beautiful. You know how yesterday was super windy and 70 degrees? Today is kind of windy and cold again. We're about to get down into some highs in the 30s and 20s again, right after being highs in the 70s. Isn't that nice? So I dumped my last basket last night, or yesterday afternoon, about 3:15 or so, I believe. And Dad looked up on this app we use called the Mesonet, and it has actual weather data from actual weather stations that are kind of around us. And the max wind gust at that time, or for the whole day, was captured at that exact time, 48 miles an hour. Had a basket up in the air. That was. Never felt shady, like we never felt it wobble. I mean, I've got the thing over here's a stripper, like all the row units over there. There's water in the tire right here to help counterbalance the weight of the basket coming over. But still, 48 miles an hour, that's a lot of miles per hour with cotton above your head catching wind like a sail. But we got it done. Got them tarped. Emily and the boys stayed and we got them tarped. The gins picked them up. I'm done. I've been going for a little ways. See, I'm getting closer. I'm just gonna go out and check on stuff. Oh, it's still cold. I can tell it's cold because I keep having to turn my heater up a little bit. Gotta find that fine line between comfortable and cold or hot. So I just want to check this. You know the drill. Now, seed cups, everything looks good there. All good. Check this out. Look down this road. Do you see how wavy it is? That's the that was the fun I had with planting. That's the most exaggerative example I've seen to show you. But I mean, it literally is going like that. I'm hoping that shows up on camera, but that's the kind of mess I was having with planting and harvesting. It actually harvested pretty good. You know, like when we're driving, we drove most of this, so we can kind of follow the roads. It doesn't seem that bad when you're out there in it, because those are real small movements that we're making because we're not going that fast. But I hope that never happens again. We just finished. By we, I mean my helper up there. About finished here. Got this last through. Just gotta sew the ends out. I gotta do a little bit of greasing. Greasing. By greasing, I mean greasing on a couple spots on tractor and on the grain drill. I'm so ready to get all this junk out of my trunk. Not today. It will happen someday. But that day is not today. And all this junk out of the back of my trunk. Okay, that's what I need. I'm gonna have Denton's help. Because on some of these you got to do them from while the gangs are down. Like this one right here, you can't get to this one. You can't get to this one when the gangs are up, but the other ones, you can. I need two hands, I can't hold it straight. Raise it up. So watch what happens there. That rotates, and now you can't get to it. How does that make sense? But I can still get to these, because these don't move. These are a pain in the butt to get to, but I'm available. So, all right, now I gotta go 2 on this side, 2 on that side, and grease on the tractor some. See it coming out? All right, let's get it. Man, you gotta lay on the ground or be acrobatic like I just was. Wasn't that impressive? Without getting grease all over you. Kind of like I just did. I think I'm out of grease, which is awesome. I don't know what I have left in here in my truck. The wrong kind of grease. Maybe my regular grease gun has some in there, which is buried under a bunch of stuff. There it is. What do you got? Nothing. Okay. Tractor should be okay. I just was gonna do it while I was here, but that was the main thing I wanted to get done. I can bring some more grease. I put a bunch of grease in here. I guess I've just used a bunch of grease this year in harvest, so. What are you gonna do? Denton and I are gonna go ahead and take the cart to the next field, bring the truck back, then we'll finish sowing this a little bit, and he'll follow me with the pickup to the next field. This is where we first started sowing right after the snow. I mean, you can just see how hard this ground is. It's just not happening. But we had to get in the field, had to get started. So that's what you do. That's what happens when you strip kind kind of wet ground and packed the mess out of it. It was better when I started. The ground had dried out some. So, but this stuff.
It didn't even go in the ground.
No, bird food. But if it rains, it'll come up pretty good. It normally does. Mission accomplished. Got this squirt figured out. They tried to hide from me. I'm not going to put the safety stops on this because we're not going very far at all. So we'll get it fully up and we're off. Take it off auto, put my flashers on. Waiting on you. They grow up so fast. We made it over here. Denton did a great job driving. He's done a really good job this season. Getting our first rows set up here next to the fence. Want to get close, but not too close. We got a little bit too close at the very beginning, but all looks good. Just told myself that nothing bad happened. Just, you know, rubbing is racing is what I've heard. All right, so I'm gonna make a round here probably. Make sure good, especially up against the fence, and then I think Denton's going to give it a shot. Well, things are going well. Things are going well. Creative use of the English language there. Things are going pretty good, and Denton's doing a great job. He is almost unassisted on his turns. Actually, that last one he probably was. Not even reminders for me, so he's doing great. He's going to go get the grain drill boxes opened and ready. I'm going to get my truck hooked back up to the cart, bring the cart down. We're going to fill up. We've done not quite 20 acres, so that'll get me down the road to as much as I want to do today. I mean, 80 to 90 acres comfortably more, which would put me close to 100 total acres of this 160 acres. And then I'll probably fill up again, even though I won't want to, so that I can take this cart home, and that'll be enough for me to finish tomorrow. The more I do today, the less I have to do tomorrow. You know, just, I'm ready for vacation. Short person sitting in my seat last got in, and I was smushed up against the steering wheel. Look at all those two helicopters stirred up all those cranes. Golly, I've never seen so many. That is crazy.
There's at least 1,000.
I wonder if that's what they're doing or they just happen to be driving this way, but that is crazy.
That's at least 1,000.
We might get pooped on if we stand here, huh? Oh, they're turning. Good. Man, that's crazy. They are freaked out. Closer. Those are getting, it's like they're getting pushed south with the wind. Yeah, we might get pooped on for sure, Denton. Go away, we're not planting wheat here either. Oh yeah, here they come. I think they're trying to fly north, but the wind's pushing them. So they keep making circles. Tell me if something's happening. Tell me if there's something weird happening. No, I don't. Maybe not that far away. That should be perfect, huh?
Right up. Shut your mouth. Close your eyes.
Yeah, we better not be looking around too much. Okay, make sure you stay out of this wheat dust, okay? Alright, go in there and turn, remember, hey, number 4, press and click it, okay? Number 4. Good at judging how far away to get with this trailer. I thought I was way far away, but I was actually perfect. All right, load some grain. I got distracted by all the cranes. Can't really do anything without hydraulics. I was in there telling Denton to press the button, turn it on. You know, being super patient. And wasn't working. Well, perfectly good explanation. Actually was being pretty patient this time. It's hard sometimes to be patient. But love is patient, love is kind. And for sure, I know that we know that love is patient because God, how patient is God with us in this world? We are jacked up and screwing things up, not according to His plan. And He still gives us opportunities, so many opportunities for people to come to Him. So if you don't know Jesus, ask me about it. Ask somebody about it. Go learn about Jesus, because He is what love is. He can. That verse, everybody, love is patient, love is kind, that people read at weddings, well, that's God's love for us. You should find out about it. Okay, now, if I can get his attention. Click it. Alright, we got it. Took us some time. We're not very good with our Navy SEAL signs. That's how I overflowed it. You couldn't turn it off. got her done with the help of this guy. Saved me a bunch of trips up and down the tractor to having to turn the pump on and off, so thankful for that. That'll get us 80 to 90 more acres down the road. Solo turning, look at that dude. Got to figure it out real quick. No pressure. Old boy's gonna make a round by himself while I go get my pickup. He's doing really, really good. I told him, you got one round. Turn around there. At the end where it's open, he's got no obstacles. I've got no reason to think he can't do it. He's done great helping us moving vehicles. Now doing this, like I'm not helping him at all on the turns. He just needs the practice. Like last year we tried a little bit, I believe. He didn't have the focus. It's hard for little boys to focus. It's still hard for him to focus, but he's got some music going in there. Playing some good music, and he's doing a really good job, so I'm thankful for that. I'm gonna go move this just further down because it's cold. It's gonna get dark soon. We need to sow about where were we at? We were at like almost 50 acres. I need to get to at least, at minimum, 80 acres, I think. Yeah, 80. That way I for sure have enough, because I'm going to fill up before we quit. That way I have enough to get done tomorrow, because I'm going to take this cart away and put it over at the barn so it's done. And all I have to do is sow this field and then go home tomorrow, or take the tractor home. You know. He's still going, hadn't blown up yet. So, you know, Emily and I are big on, like, boys want to do things like this, but they always say they need focus. Focus is the challenge. But like we never really had this conversation, but it was just we have since, but we both kind of just in agreement on like letting our kids do like not dangerous things, but I'll say that dangerous things carefully. So we want them to have some freedom and ability to do things, but learn how to be cautious through some of that. And I think that's kind of part of this, where it's nerve-wracking. Like he's turning around right now. He's done awesome. I have no reason to think, I mean, stuff could happen. Like there could be a problem. And I'm just praying that not, but looks like he's turning back around and headed this way. I want him to be able to feel confident to try new things and not be scared of failure, but I want him to be aware of the possibilities of failure, of damage, of things going on. And so, like, yeah, we let them maybe play a little rough sometimes and climb and do things. It's kind of like maybe nerve-wracking, but I think it's good for them, because at some point they're going to do it. They're going to be out of our control, out of our house, and they're going to do those things. And if they've never experienced it, well, good luck. I mean, that's kind of our perspective, I guess. But so it's kind of a stretch, maybe, you know, letting him do some things. But I drove a tractor young. Dad drove a tractor way younger than I, and lots of guys have done that. So anyways, I think he's doing a great job. His maturity level has increased a ton in a year's time. And last year he was not at all ready to do something like this. I don't have any idea how far to move this down, but it has to be facing this direction to load. And so I should be we're like up there, so I still gotta walk a ways. But by the time we get to here, we may not even get to here, and I'll fill up, but I can pull forward. I just didn't want to have to be all the way down here and then walk double the distance back, which I would do if I had to, but I don't have to because I have a Denton. Everyone needs a Denton. Well, he made it to the other end. Looks like he's sowing wheat. I was like afraid that maybe he wouldn't put it down for some reason, but he's doing a great job. I told him to stop. I may let him go ahead and turn if he wants to. We'll see what he does. He's gonna stop. Probably wise, just with this fence here. No reason to be silly. Ooh, it's cold. How was it? You're on camera. No problems? I said I was glad to see that you were sewing, that you didn't forget to put the disc down and we have to do that row again. But you did it. Never a doubt. See, good music. He's crushing it. Well, we made it. Denton, I'm just sitting here to get it straightened up to fill up with grain, but Denton sowed almost entirely half of this field himself. He could have done it without me probably for a lot of it. We're tired, we're ready to go home, but we wanted to get to half, so I don't really want to do this either, but need to fill up with grain, so the grain drill will be full enough to finish the field. I can take the cart out and to the barn later and put it away, so this will finish up for now. So it's gonna be cold. It is cold. I'm not looking forward to it, but we got to do it. So sometimes we do things we don't want to do just because you have to. That's being an adult. But super proud of Denton. Did a great job today. Learned a lot, grew a lot. He's one step away from just being able to do anything probably now. Strip it, run the cotton stripper next year, huh? Who knows? So I'm gonna go get cold. Denton's gonna stay in the tractor probably and help me turn stuff on and off. I can get him outside to do a little bit, but we're going home after this. Thanks for watching. If you're gonna farm,
Farm it.